Nonantzin, the Mother Earth. She is still young. She has given birth 3 times to great wonders. The first time, takutu takutu takutata, takutu takutu takutata. The first time from her womb came the mountains and the rivers. Takutu takutu takutata, takutu takutu takutata. The second time, takutu 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 takutaku takutu takututa. The trees and the animals, takutu takutu takutaku takutu taku. And the third time, the human beings. The human beings were weak, but they were funny. They were loving. They were witty. And Nonantzin really liked them. So much so that Nonantzin decided to live next to the village on a small hill. She built a beautiful little wooden hut. But kung king king kung Nonantzin, kung king king kung. Now kung king king kung is pregnant kung king king kung again. But this pregnancy is strange. After 3 months, her stomach is the size of a big pumpkin. After 6 months, she is so big she looks like a party piñata ready to be broken. Oh, si vieran, after 9 months, she was so large she could not walk, she could not move, she couldn't even see her feet. Finally, the day of birth came. The women of the village went straight into the mountains very early in the morning to fetch spring water and the herbs needed for the new mother. The men of the village gathered on the hill next to the little hut to Nonantzin's house, and they stood there, watching the clouds go by, listening to the grass grow, to the breeze whisper in their ears. They stood there, just in case something was needed, just in case something went wrong. Soon, from the hut came the piercing screams of labor, tearing the morning sky. Soon from the hut came the piercing cries of labor, sharp as the midday sun. Soon from the hut came the cry of birth, sad like the shriek of the eagle in the empty evening light. The men could breathe through the sounds of pain, but they trembled. They trembled when the silence burst from the hut. The deep, deep silence, dark as the paths of the Mictlan that took you straight to the underworld. The sun went down. The black night draped itself around the hut. And finally the door cracked open, letting out just a few rays of light, a few rays of hope. The men accepted the invitation and went forward into the hut to get to meet the newborn. On one side, they saw Nonantzin, the Mother Earth, laying on her petate, licking her wounded body, floating on the scent of ruda and albahaca. And in the middle of the hut, stood the women of the village, with the newborn babe up high above their heads. Oh, that babe, it was so perfect. It was round, it was firm. On top it had a very delicate neck, and its deep, dark brown color. Ha! Nonantzin, the Mother Earth, once again had brought wonders to the world. This time, Nonantzin had brought no other than the olla, the clay pot. And from the mouth of the clay pot came 3 presents for the humans. The first present Chimalhuitlenonca, ipan tlaltipatli, itla xicxihua xisintoca ximetoca xinecuautoca, yuki tikpias tlenticuas, ijuan tlentimokentis, nel huayotl, ipan tlaltipatli. From the mouth of the clay pot came the frijoles, nourishment for everyone. The grains fell on the hands of the men and women of the village in their open hands. The second present came from the clay pot. Fuego nuestro Padre, tuestas para comer, 5 tamales para renacer, motlashkuyan totaj, 5 tamales para renacer, fuego nuestro Padre. On the floor fell the bright red embers. The men and women of the village accepted the offering of fire, of heat, of the cooking hearth. And the third present from the mouth of the pot came. Newanitekolotintli nimonikatika-kualkan. Newanitekolotintli nimonikatika-kualkan. Tikurikuriku, tikurikuriku, newanitekolotintli nimonikatika-kualkan. The songs. In the soul of the men and women of the village fell the words to be sung around the fire at night among the families. The people, the men and women went outside of the hut. They wanted to enjoy their new presents, the fire, the grains, the songs, the clay pot. The women, quickly they learned how to mix all of these, and they made wonderful dishes to feed the heart and the stomach of the people. The children wove their new words into songs, into games, into laughters, and with these they painted everything that was around them in bright colors. Oh, but something was wrong. People were uneasy. The house of Nonantzin, the Mother Earth, the house was silent. Nonantzin could not rise. Nonantzin could not walk. Nonantzin cannot talk. Nonantzin cannot laugh. Nonantzin, Mother Earth, is broken inside. Every morning, the women would go into the new hut and offer her the new dishes they had invented. Madrecita, look, I found a new herb in the mountain and put the epazote in the beans. And oh, they are so good. You should try it, Madrecita. Órale, Nonantzin. Órale, madre. Pruebe. The round tortillas, well, I changed its shape and I put some beans inside. You should see my tlacoyos. They are pretty and they are good. Try them, Madrecita. Órale, Madrecita. But Nonantzin cannot eat. In the afternoon, the children will flock into the little house and show her their games, their laughters. Véngase, Nonantzin, véngase a jugar, caray. But Nonantzin cannot speak. The men of the village started to gather on the hill next to the little house. They stood there watching the clouds go by, listening to the grass grow, to the breeze whisper in their ears. They stood there just in case something was needed, just in case something went wrong, just in case. Many days went by, but one morning, a man was so desperate. The man took his shoes off, put his guaraches to one side, and with his bare feet, he started caressing the soil of Mother Earth. The other men put their guaraches to one side, and with their bare feet, started patting the back of Mother Earth, patting the back of Mother Earth, patting the back of Mother Earth. From the hut came the women of the village with their eyes shining in hope, and with their men in rhythm, with their bare feet. The women, the men, for many, many hours, they patted the back of Mother Earth, patted the back of Mother Earth, patted the back of Mother Earth. The door of the hut swung open, and there in the middle stood Nonantzin, the Mother Earth, larger than ever, beautiful, shining in the sun. And she laughed so hard. She looked around, straight to her children who were patting her back, patting her back, patting her back. And she was thankful. She was so grateful for all of those caresses of life that she was receiving. And from that day, the human, the people, whenever they want to change things, whenever they want to celebrate, whenever they want to give thanks to Mother Earth for all that she has given them, well, for many, many hours, the people dance. And they say that if you look straight into the sun, into the evening sun, and listen very carefully, well, then you can hear the laughter, the beautiful laughter of Nonantzin, Mother Earth, exploding into the sky. Takutu takutu takutata, takutu takutu takutata, takutu 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 katakatu katakata, takutu takutu takutata, takutu 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 katuku takutata ta 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 ta.